The title is to study hot water system and loops. So this is part of HVAC system. So in this, we will going to study different types of boilers like fire tube boiler, water tube boiler, and package boiler. Now, what is fire tube and water tube boiler? So first of all, the concept of boiler, that is very important, and as we are also aware, the importance of boiler in terms of steam generation, and that steam is useful to generate the electricity in most of the power plant, as well as the boiler can be useful in building automation also as a one of the important part in winter season, that is the hot water systems required in different buildings. So to give warm air that is circulated to different zones and different rooms of the building, it is essential to warm it with the help of boiler first, and then it is circulated throughout the building. So as we are known very well aware with that, the purpose of boiler, so it generates the steam with a high pressure, and it is most commonly used in power plant as well as in the building automation. When we talk about the two different types of boiler, for example, fire tube boiler and water tube boiler, there is a very small difference in between that two. In fire tube boiler, the hot gases, that is very important part in boiler, the fluid, that is the hot fluid, that gases flow inside the tube and water is surrounded to the tube. On the other hand, when we talk about water tube boilers, the water is fluid, it is a flow inside the tube, and what we say the hot gases, hot fluid, due to hot fluid, what gases are generated, they are surrounding the tubes. So fire tube boilers are the boilers where the hot gases are flow inside the tubes, and in the water tube boilers, the water is flow inside the tubes, and surrounding of that tube is a, we can say that the hot gases. The main purpose of this boiler is to pass the heat, to transfer the heat from themselves to the water, so that water get warm up, and it is warm up at a certain degree Celsius, then it generates the steam. That is a very fundamental principle of any boiler. The same can be employed in both of the types, fire tube as well as water tube boilers. There is a concept of package boiler also. It is a factory made boiler. Actually, this is a water tube or fire tube boiler, commonly called as package boiler. They can be used fuel in the form of gas or liquid, and mainly by igniting this particular fuel in the combustion chamber. As we are well aware that there is a combustion chamber in the boiler to ignite the fuel. They create explosion inside the boiler and remain this state with the help of forced draft fan. So there is a forced draft fan incorporated in boiler that will remain create that explosion inside the boiler. And due to this forced draft fan that forces air to the burner, sometimes we can call chamber, and it creates a tornado effect. So this tornado effect creates turbulence to keep that flame ignited and furnace pressurized. So mainly these package boilers, they continuously burn the flame inside the burner due to this tornado effect. So because of the turbulence created inside that will remain keep that flame ignited, and also it makes that furnace pressurized. So this is the picture of two types of boiler, water tube boiler and fire tube boiler. It is clearly seen in the water tube diagram that the tubes are vertically mounted, and in the fire tube boiler, the tubes are horizontally mounted. One major difference, it can be easily seen that the fluid, the water is passed into the tube in the water tube boiler. We can say that the fluid, the gases, the hot gases, they are surrounding the tubes. In the other side, it can be seen that in the tube, there is a hot gases, they are passed from the tubes, and the total complete portion, the other shell portion, is incorporated by the water, and there is a outlet for the hot gases, as well as the steam can be generated. That is also the resultant of this boiler, and one portion of furnace where the fuel get ignited, and it can be explode over there to generate the heat, and due to that the hot gases can be circulated inside the boiler. It is very clear that in water tube boiler, the tubes are vertically mounted, and in the fire tube boiler, the tubes are horizontally mounted, and the resultant, the input is a fire in the burner and water, and the outputs are gas output and the steam output. Some of the other differences are also mentioned and required to be known so that the clear difference can be stated. In the fire tube boiler column, we can say that the hot flue gases flow inside the tube and the water outside the tube, that we are very clear. And in the water side, the water flows inside the turbine and the hot flue gases outside the tube. Actually, it is tube. The boiler pressure, this is the important part. In the fire tube boiler, the boiler pressure is limited to 20 to 25 bar, and in water tube boiler, it can be from 75 to 100 bar. So from this difference, it can be clear that the size and the capacity of the water tube boiler is more than the fire tube boiler. The fire tube boilers has a lower rate of steam production, as the pressure generated by this is limited to 20 to 25 bar. On the other hand side, we can say that the water tube boilers generate the higher rate of steam production. So power plant consideration, as we are not give important to the power plant here, as our target is to use such boilers for the building automation only. The fire tube are not for the power plant, and the water tube can be suitable for the large power plant. So in the fire tube boiler, the construction is simple so that less risk is involved because the pressure is low. Other side, the water tube boiler, where the pressure is very high, 100 up to 100 bar, so that there is chances of explosion. So that risk is there in the water tube boiler. So as a construction point of view, some points are mentioned. So the fire tube boiler is difficult to construct, as well as the water tube. On the other side, water tube boiler is simple in construction, and fire tube also take large floor space compared to water tube boiler. Some of the examples of the fire tube boilers are this Scotch Marine is a popular example, and here in the water tube side, Loeffler, Yarrow, and Babcock are the important examples of these water tube boilers. Some more pictures are also shown to get more awareness of this. So in both of the cases, the water is the important part, and continuous supply of water is also very important part. Or we can say that to maintain the level of water is also the important part in the boiler steam generation. So steam generation is ultimately depend on the furnace and the water level that we can require to maintain in the boiler. We move to the boiler automation. Before that, you can see the real pictures of the three important types of boilers. They can be commonly used in building automation sector. The left one is fire tube boiler, the middle one is water tube boiler, and the right side is electric boiler. The electric boilers consume more powers, so that they are not popular in building automation. Such type of boilers, maybe fire tube or water tube, they are connected in parallel. The same situation is also for water tube. So this is the internal picture of the actual fire tube boiler. You can see that the tubes are horizontally mounted. This is the actual diagram of water tube boiler. They are also connected in parallel, as we said. So this is also clear from this that the tubes are vertically mounted, and it can be seen that the water get heated, and once the water get heated, the steam generation can start. One more type of boiler that we can say the combination maybe called water tube or fire tube boilers is a complete construction of this package boiler. They are factory made boilers. There is no separate parts are given, and that by combining the parts, either we can make fire tube or water tube. It is complete assembly available called as package boilers. So this is the actual diagram or picture of this fire package boiler. So what do you mean by this package boiler? As I said, it is a combination. It is actually the factory made boiler. Package boiler definition is not so different than any other boiler types definition. According to Wikipedia, package boilers are used for heating and act as a steam generator for small power purposes, such as self-powered industrial plants or maybe building automation, where we can employ these package boilers. Just like any other boiler, they can provide also steam for different purposes. In this case, it's used for producing a small amount of steam because of the size of the type. As the main concern of this is it small in size, so that the generation of steam is also small, and it is sufficient for the building automation purpose. Although the structure of this boiler is complex, but the good news is that they are pre-packed in the factory and you don't need to assemble in the system. So this is the main advantage, is that we do not require to assemble it at the factory. It is directly pre-packed. So that is called package boiler. So what are the different parts of the boiler? So the very important part of boiler is combustion chamber. So that is the important source of heat. The combustion chamber is the place where the combustion from the burner happens in order to create the hot gases, to create the steam, as this is the fundamental requirement of any boiler. So that the combustion chamber is important part of this boiler. Then heat exchanger means the tube and the contact, the external contact of the hot gases. The heat exchanger is responsible to transfer the heat that has been created by the combustion chamber to the fluid. There are different walls are also, like safety walls are there, backflow walls. So there are different walls, they are involved in the boiler also. There is a supply line designed to take the heated fluid to the distribution points of the boiler. There is a return line, so that the cool fluid will brought back to the boiler so that it can be reheated. Then there is a fan also, so that the combustion will get constantly, these fans can be turned on, so that this draft fan can continuously give the air to that the burner will be continuously burning there. Water drum and steam drum assemble, that is the main part where the water can be storage and maintained at some constant level. That is very important part in water tube boiler. How does this package package boilers can work? Package boilers can be water tube or fire tube. Now we are well aware. They use fuel in the form of gas or liquid. This fuel may be different types of fluid can be used, maybe in the form of gas, liquid, solid. By igniting this fuel in the combustion chamber, they create explosion inside the boiler and remain in this state with the help of a fan that force air into the chamber and creates a tornado effect. This effect creates turbulence and keep this furnace pressurized, as well as keeping the flame ignited. The pressure in the boiler is under control, and the extra pressure will release to the outside environment to provide a safe procedure. So extra pressure is required to be relieved to the atmosphere. So that is very important as per the safety point of view. The water tube form uses the heat to heat up the water inside the boiler and turns the water into steam. On the other hand, the fire tube one transfers the heat by physical contact. So there is a physical contact. Package boilers usually have an internal furnace tube and include 2 or 3 pass fire tube boilers. So internally there are tubes. There are multiple tubes. Many tubes are there. The classification of boiler is based on the number of times that hot water combustion gas is actually passed through the tubes. Maybe we can say that the single pass, 2 pass, 3 pass. Though they can be categorized into dry bag boiler also and wet bag boiler. Means the tubings, once the water flows from one direction to other, that is one pass. Again from the second direction to third direction, means again reback, that is called the 2 pass, and again from the original direction to right side direction, that is 3 pass. So there are different types of configuration connections to the boiler in the heat exchanger format. Actually that is the heat exchanger construction, maybe single pass, 2 pass or 3 pass.